Good morning. It's Saturday. Oh, forgot my watch again. Going on 7:15 a.m., May 27th, 2023. So I decided that I'd go ahead and wash up my 2 Lungo cups because, here, I'll explain this. I was looking in my Vertuo coffee drawers and I found that I had 1 Altisio left. Now this is a decaf, but that's okay because I've had the regular, they taste the same. I thought this was an espresso that I really liked. Let me compare it with the Napoli from the original line that I really like. Now I'm not comparing to see if they taste the same, okay? I'm comparing to see if as espressos they are equally as pleasing, okay? So we'll let the original line, oh, let me move this up a little bit, huh? There we go. Okay, and I'll kind of turn these around. Can we see those? Yes. All right, so we're ready. Okay, 1, 2. Okay, so the Vertuo is, here it goes. The Vertuo does take longer, even on something that's the same amount. These are both 1.35 ounce espressos. Okay, a spoon. Do I have a spoon? Okay, here's a spoon. Grab a second spoon. All right, seriously, where's my other spoons? Okay, I have 2 spoons here. All righty, so there we have the 2 of them. All right, I don't want to mix them up, so, all right. Okay, I was going to hold them up together to see if they both have the same amount. Okay, now, the Altisio is in my right hand. Oh, look at that. A lot more crema on the Altisio, but they both made the same quantity. All right, I'm going to put them back down. All right, now I am going to try, okay, I'm going to try the Altisio first. Okay. It's a very nice espresso. Okay, now I will try the Napoli. You know what? They're both good. Now, I will say this, and I have heard this comment from some people. Some people who like espresso, but maybe the people they live with don't like it. Some of them don't like it because there's too much crema from this Vertuo machine. At least, you know, on the smaller drinks like espresso, because the Vertuo makes a bunch of different sizes. Well, if you let it sit, the crema will dissipate, you know, and turn back into liquid. Kind of trying to encourage it here. But what I was going to say is, it's a little bit fuzzy on my tongue, so much crema. Let's see, how much is there? Okay, This is the Altisio from the Vertuo. This is the Napoli from the original line. Oh wait, it's kind of gone all up the side of the cup, so it's hard to see. But I think you can tell that this one is starting to dissipate. Of course, so is this one as well. Well, okay, so my verdict is, if I only had a Vertuo, which I did only have for quite a while until a lovely person gifted me with the original line machine. But if I only had a Vertuo, and I wanted espresso, the Altisio, is a very nice one. But when you go to a coffee shop, Starbucks, whatever, your local coffee, barista place, a lot of the drinks they make are espresso based. You know how sometimes they'll say, do you want 1 shot or 2 shots in there? No, they're not talking about whiskey or something. They're talking about shots of espresso. Okay? So, and a lot of the drinks they make are based on espresso. It's not based on a cup of coffee, like out of a Mr. Coffee or a Keurig or something. So, if you like to make coffee drinks, my choice would be the original line. Now, some people, they just want to put their cup underneath a machine and, get 8 to 14 ounces of coffee. All right, so then get the Vertuo, but for taste, and if you have like 3 extra minutes, I would get the original line, and then you can, make 2 capsules, add more hot water to it, add milk, do all sorts of fancy stuff with it. And yeah, I think they both have their place. Different people have different preferences. So yeah, on the Vertuo, you can get espresso, all the way up to larger drinks. But the variety of espressos is huge for the original line. Not so many for the Vertuo line. So I didn't plan on this being a comparison of the 2 machines or the 2 types of machines, but there we go. Okay. Oh, well, let's see. Wait, my right hand is the Altisio, my left hand. Okay, this is my right hand. I know it looks like my left hand in this video, doesn't it? That's because these Facebook Lives reverse everything. So, yeah, the crema is dissipating in both of them. Let me give it a taste. You don't want to skim the crema off, though, because that has the essential coffee oils that are all kind of mixed up with, they're like air bubbles. It's like a bubble bath of coffee oils. So you want that to go back into your coffee. If you skim it off, you're taking a lot of the flavor out that is essential to the character of the coffee. Still like Napoli. I'll give the Altisio one more taste. So the Altisio, it's tasty. It's not as, somehow not as powerful as the Napoli, but then, it's not meant to be necessarily. Anyway, so I'm going to get a little tiny bit of cream and put it in each one of these. You know what? Actually, I am going to make Americanos out of each of these. Now, I may not be adding quite enough hot water. Instead of pushing the lungo button, which would be an additional 3.7 ounces, I'm going to push the espresso button twice. Now there's no capsule in here. It's been ejected. But I'm going to, in other words, I'm diluting these a little bit because I want to make them into bigger cups of coffee. Okay, the one with the plastic spoon. Oh, am I running out of water? Oh, for heaven's sakes. Let me go get the water now. Okay, sorry. This is turning into a much longer process than I thought it was going to be. I'm contorting myself. I mean, this just comes off. It'd be a lot easier to do it like this, right? Okay. Okay, now I will add more water here. Alrighty. So, this is my Napoli. And you can see, look, the crema has really gotten dispersed now. That's good like that. Okay, and here's my Altisio. Still has some crema. Napoli, Altisio. This is a little weak now. So, and I have found that with the espressos on the Vertuo line, they tend to not have as much oomph as the ones on the original line. So you know what I'm gonna do to make this work? I'm gonna pour the two of them into one cup. Let me get a cup. You know what, here. All right, I don't like to do this. Show you my messy sink that I haven't put the dishes in the dishwasher yet. Let's see, will this one be big enough? Well, let's live dangerously. Okay, let me get the 2 cups. Because I don't see any reason why, let me get rid of the spoons here. Okay, I don't see any reason why not. Okay. Okay, now I have a bigger cup of coffee. It's, let's see. Yeah, it's okay. It'll be much better with some cream. Now, it doesn't have the sort of strong character that I usually like. Oh, you know what? I could add another capsule and, you know what? Just for, you know, why not? Interest's sake. And I already, you know, have more water in here. Why don't I put something else? You know what I'll put in? I have got Vertuo here. Okay, do this without burning myself on my candle. There we go. Why didn't I think of that a few years ago? That if I do this, then the capsules come down and I can pick them out. Well, live and learn. Okay, so Vertuo is only an intensity of 4. I believe, by the way, Napoli's an intensity of like 13. So, and Altisio might be somewhere around 11, although I've really watered it down. So I am going to take the Vertuo, and I'm using it because it has a good, strong flavor, but it's a mild kind of flavor. Well, let me say, not mild, but it's a kind of flavor that will blend with these other coffees in here. You know, when my kids were little and we would go to a place that had a soda machine, and, you know, it'd have like, you know, 7-Up or Sprite and Coke or Pepsi or what other sodas are? Dr. Pepper, Mountain Dew, I don't know, you name all the different sodas. And they would push their cup under every one, and they called it a suicide. Is that what I've got here? Let's see, let me get another spoon. Okay. So I've got 3 different kinds of coffee in here. Now that boldened up the flavor again. Okay, this is good now. This is good. Altisio from the Vertuo, Napoli from the original line, Voluto from the original line. Okay, I don't even know if it needs milk or cream. It's good like this. Well, anyway, thanks for joining me.